It did.
Okay, this I did do it to the cloud, so we'll see. We'll see if it works. All right, welcome everybody to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection. This is a place for military veterans, first responders, their families, and those who want to support them or do business to business networking with us. Okay, so we start each meeting with a little bit of humor. We start and end the meeting with a little humor. What rank are all cats in the Army? Anybody got a guess?
General Payne.
Yeah.
Wow.
The answer is corporal.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I try
okay.
to, it gets kind of limited on the jokes when I try to keep them military and first responders related.
Dad joke.
Yes, they're mostly dad jokes.
That's
Blame
not a good dad
Reader's
joke.
Digest. So for the next 55 minutes or so, what you can expect, we start with a minute of silence. You can do whatever you want with that time. I generally use that time to pray for our nation's heroes who are on the front lines protecting our country. Then we do the Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem video, and the who, what, where, when, how, and why about this group, talk about what the scuttlebutt.club is, and then we have our business briefs. And everybody put your chat, your information in the chat during that time. You'll get your 60 seconds to tell about you and your business. And then we'll have our hero highlight, which will be a couple minutes from Wayne today. And we'll have our spotlight speaker, which is Wayne Wallace. It's going to be great. And then now I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to go ahead and do our inspirational thought announcements and reminders before he speaks, since I'm not going to be on at the end to run the slides. So let's start with a minute of silence. In the midst of the chaos on a Monday, a minute seems long until we go to give our 60-second spotlight presentations, and then it seems short. So we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you're able to stand, feel free to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have our national anthem. And that little girl's expressions was perfect. Okay, so the who, what, where, when, how, and why about this group. Who's the group for? We talked about that at the beginning. The what is the group for or about? It's for sharing helpful information with one another, like a connection hub for businesses and organizations that want to connect with or are run by our nation's heroes, and promoting one another's businesses, services, or organizations. And I encourage you all to promote Wayne Wallace's business today after seeing his presentation. Where are the people from? Everybody's from sea to shining sea. And if you're on the sea, you're welcome to join us there. We meet on Zoom. And we meet at 3 o'clock on Mondays. And typical Zoom courtesy applies. Why do we meet? To be resourceful, receive help when needed, connecting, setting up one-to-ones. I hope everybody here is setting up one-to-ones. Camaraderie, encouragement, empowerment, fellowship, and more, and collaboration. So if you scan that QR code, it should take you to the landing page, the scuttlebutt.club, which is an HTTP, not an HTTPS file. And there is the Zoom link on there. So if you're not able to get on Alignable or on Facebook, we have the links there as well. But you can always get to the Zoom link there. And also, if you'd like to be a spotlight speaker, scroll to the very bottom and there is a form to fill out. I would ask that you pick as many dates as you can, where it has for you to pick the dates, because in case somebody else has chosen a date at the same time as you, it makes it easier for me to schedule. And then it looks like that on the computer. We're up to 1,514 members on the Alignable group, 710 on the military spouse entrepreneurs, small business owners, and freelancers group, which is also on Alignable. And today we had 100 on Facebook, which I started not too long ago. So I encourage you all to go on our Facebook group and invite your friends. You never know who might have a business that they want to do, that they might want to be on this group with us. So I'm going to stop sharing now and turn this over to Miss Terry Moore to do our business spotlights. Or business, yeah, spotlights.
All righty, ready to go. We have quite a few people on here, so let's be respectful and try to keep it to 60 seconds. And so who, what, when, and what do you need help from us? What do you need help from this group this week as far as referrals? So I'm going to start with Natalie.
Good afternoon, Natalie Thurmond in Michigan, and my official capacity is that I'm a Shaklee ambassador, which means I represent the most clinically proven wellness company in the world. The products changed my life 44 years ago, and I would love to be able to help you have the best immune system and get the toxins out of your home and off your face and body with the tried and proven products. This month, the company has had a free membership, which means you could order anytime between now and the last day of the month and save $20 on the membership and save 15% on any product, and there's no monthly charge. So because I am a joyful, loving, capable woman of God, gifted in encouragement, giving, and support, I can guide others to true physical, spiritual, financial, and emotional wellness. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Natalie. Okay. Is Peggy still with us? Somebody dropped off. I think Peggy dropped off. Okay. All right. Well, let's go with Janet.
Hello, everybody. I missed you the last few weeks. We've been traveling, and last week we were in Dallas for our annual international conference. So that was lots of fun. So I am a nurse practitioner who found this technology about 2.5 years ago, a little over that, because Steve Reed was telling me about it. Thank you, Steve. I had lots of issues coming out of the Desert Storm, and they're issues that I find a lot of people have trouble with, things like pain and inflammation, sleep issues, all those low energy, those kinds of issues. And I also find people who are struggling to make their ends meet, and this is an amazing business opportunity for people also. We are #1 in the world for direct selling network marketing companies, and we're 20 years old. It's like, what? This
Wow.
technology activates your stem cells, which gets you to heal from the inside out. I'm 65, but metabolically I'm 35, and that's what it does. It makes you younger on the inside so that your body's functioning like God intended it to. So if you want to know more about that, if it just seems like science fiction, it's not. It's good science, but I'd love to have a one-to-one with the people that I don't know here. Thanks so much. Oh, and I pretty much told you who I was looking for. People with the issues I had and people who want to earn income.
All right, thank you. So let's go with, oh my goodness, Steve Reed. Let's go with Steve Reed, my long lost buddy.
Well, you know, it has been a long time since I've done a Zoom call like this, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get things set up. Anyway, I am Steve Reed. I did introduce Janet and several others to the amazing LifeWave patches. My primary focus in business, though, is I'm a life and executive coach. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. In fact, I've got a speaking gig coming up in a week and a half in Waco. It's called the Healing Conference. For the past 15 years, I've been focusing very heavily on helping people deal with emotional trauma. The big thing I'm promoting these days is my latest book. It's called Who Are You Really? And I'll put it on this side so that in the top right-hand or left-hand corner, whichever it is, I don't know what it is, you can scan that QR code. That'll take you to a landing page for this book. It is a step-by-step formula for you to get the healing that you need. The bottom QR code is the other books that I have, and it may not work. You may not be able to get that, but I'd love to have a one-on-one conversation with you. I put a link in the chat so that we can get together. So Steve Reed, Stephen Reed Ministries, Stephen Reed Coaching, and I want to bring light and hope so you have a more victorious life. And thank you, Natalie. You are absolutely amazing. I'll explain why later.
Okay, let's go with Ruben.
Well, I wanted to show you a certificate I got from Steve Reed back in April 15th, 2022. A certificate of completion to Ruben Carrillo for becoming the best you. Thank you, Steve. As you know, I'm an artist and I paint every week with veterans back in Nashville, Tennessee. And what I do, locally, we have an organization called the Kaufman Fund. It's quite big. We're having casino night this Friday, and my artwork will be auctioned off, and the proceeds going to the veterans in different categories of need. And so essentially, that's what I'm into now. I also work with a company that develops what they call dynamic QR codes that actually work, Steve. If you scan right here, you'll go right into fineartamerica.com, where you can pick up my artwork, very, very nice artwork, and then share the information as best you can. So with that, thank you very much and looking forward. And I hope you enjoy your week.
Thank you. Okay, let's go with Richard. Hi, Richard.
I could get my mute off. Richard Harris, and I am a former United States Air Force fighter pilot. I started my own company in 1980, and what we do is we work with people who are looking to start a small business and how to get them started the proper way, and also the ones that started their business and they are probably a year into it and they're starting to feel the pain. Not too sure what to do, so we could get in there and help them. The final outcome for all of these people are to keep them off of the rolls of those that have failed within the first 5 years. And also teaching them, we create a model of success for their business. That is exactly their business, not someone else's, and that they can have sustainable profits month after month. And I'm really enjoying hearing the people here and look forward to one-on-ones. It's always the best thing that we can get. So thank you for allowing me to come.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us today. All right, let's go with Rick.
Oh, thank you very much, Terry. And Richard, to the rest of you, thank you for your service, directly or indirectly. I'm Rick Cram. I'm now describing myself as a resilience coach and facilitator. I've been in the process of redirecting my branding and my services over the past year. Had a good, successful weekend working on Plan to Be Your Best as You Navigate Pain. I'm a trained caregiver. I've had a corporate career in leadership development and communications, a lot of marketing. And to a great extent, resilience, developing resilience, to keep bouncing back, is a matter of leading ourselves. And what that inner communication goes on between our ears with what pain does to us is repeatedly hijacks our focus, saps our energy, and frustrates our hope. And so Plan to Be Your Best as You Navigate Pain is about how to recapture your focus, drive positive energy to move forward, and fuel new hope. It's a combination of everything that I've done, both professionally as well as being a caregiver, trained caregiver, as well as my nearly 50 years of navigating pain. Surgery number 7 on my left knee in 2019 has left the knee in a state of trauma. I experienced dozens of blasts of instant agony every day. So I work it, live it, and walk it myself. I'm looking forward to one-on-ones with you and in this new career of mine, making connections with people who are in pain, especially chronic pain. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna swing back over to the other Rick, Morgan. Morgan.
Thank you. Yes, it is Morgan with an I. And I'm Rick Morgan. I'm a partner and consultant with the Franchise Consulting Company. I had a one-on-one with Angela maybe 3 weeks ago, and she invited me to the group. Franchising offers great incentives for veterans and first responders. It depends on the franchise. And we have a veteran and first responder council, and members of those council are offering $10,000 to support the opening of a business by a veteran. We represent veteran-owned franchises too. And so I'm looking for connections to veterans who may be interested in starting a franchise, opening a franchise, exploring. The services I provide are no charge. That's because I get compensated the same way a real estate broker does, on the back end. So if that's who I am, that's why I'm here and willing to help any and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. All right, let's go with Dave. Welcome, Dave.
Everybody, glad to be here. I'm from Chicago. I want to thank Ruben for giving me the opportunity to join the group today. I'm excited to learn more about you guys. I'm Maureen here. Thank everybody else for your service. I do two things. My primary focus is running a small business marketing agency. We help our clients grow their revenue by 85% or more over the next 12 months. No such thing as a silver bullet, unless you got a lot of cash to throw at it. My second, and really my love, if you will, is I run a podcast called the Brain Gut Connection Podcast. And it sounds like a few of you guys and ladies might have a reason to reach out to me. So I would love to talk to you guys. I'm looking.
Can you take this over for a few minutes? I have to go back. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. So if you have a topic around the brain gut connection, love to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Terry, did you need me to take over?
Yeah, take over for just a few minutes. We got a lot of noise in this house right now.
Oh, okay, sure. Let's see. Who did we not call on? Dennis.
Well, thank you. Yes, my name is Dennis Schroeder. I live in Middle Tennessee, just north of Nashville. I'm a 24-year Army Medical Service Corps veteran. I run a nonprofit organization called the Price of Freedom Foundation, where we are dedicated to telling the complete life stories of those who served and died during their service or subsequent to their service, so that their memories will not be lost. What I'm looking for and what could really help are people to get involved, either by becoming monthly donors at whatever level that may work for you, or volunteers to help us in our cause. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dennis. All right. We will move on to David. Is it Kellett?
It's Kellett.
Pellet. Okay.
I am the owner of KI Computing LLC here in Powell, Wyoming. What we are trying to do and what we're going to do is bring the manufacturing of semiconductors and microchips back to this area and to America so that we can eliminate the supply chain problems that are, dealing with Taiwan and Japan, Korea, and China for our microprocessors and our microchips. So we are actually looking for investors to help with that. And what we do offer to help out any business is we do cybersecurity, and we would be just fine with giving anyone who wants it cybersecurity governance, risk, and compliance makeover or workup so that you can make sure your business is completely compliant with the regulations that are out there, NIST, HIPAA, CIS, and others that you might be involved with or might not even know that you're involved with or have to be involved with, such as GDPR, because thanks to our government's dealings with the EU, if you're dealing with European clients, you must be GDPR compliant, and they've put out some new rules that are additions to the GDPR that are kind of harsh if you're not compliant, because if you deal with a European company, individual, whatever, if you fail to be compliant and somebody gets through to your systems and to your client list, you get fined 4% of your annual GDP for your business, or $20 million, whichever is higher. And the US federal government is sadly in line with that and allowing the EU to sue businesses here.
Thank you, David.
Not a
All
problem.
right, we will move on to Santa. Papa John.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I sure did. First of all, thank you for all brothers and sisters out there that have served and gave us this wonderful country that is maybe falling apart to live the life that we want to live. I make people smile. I create happy, joyful, positive memories, but I'm also excited to and proud to say that my website for my list is finally starting to be live, folks. The Wounded are the Warriors Beacon of Hope. What I'm doing is creating a list of different services in this country to help our veterans. We all know, we've heard the stories of the veterans waiting in line for months and months and months to get services. There's got to be alternative choices that they can go to. And we all know that the VAs work as efficiently as they do, and it's sometimes not efficiency enough. So if I can get the word out to help our veterans find an alternative way to get services, then that's what the Warriors Beacon of Hope is all about, folks. So, and I'm proud to say I got my email on Friday. This right here is now officially trademarked. I got the paperwork, so my trademark has come through. So if you're Santa approved or you want to be Santa approved, let's have a chat, and I'd love to discuss things. Thanks. Back to you, Angela.
Thank you, Santa. All right, let's go to Patrick Kelly.
Hi, everybody. I'm so glad I got to go after Santa. Santa's my hero. Literally, as we speak today, this gentleman stepped up for me and allowed me to dot a couple of I's and cross a couple of T's. So Santa is everything to me right now. Guys, usually I'm here to try to hypnotize you guys to send me checks. It never works. I don't know why. Or I'm trying to beg for help on jobsoldier.org, which I'm always doing. But in this case, I would like to invite you guys, and for those of you that I've talked to, I coach coaches, athletic coaches, speech coaches, drama, that kind of thing. Anything where somebody's going on stage, I play that for people. Athletes getting ready for a game, that kind of thing. And I've always had a group of 9 is what I call it. And I invite them to a weekly meeting. And I have a group of 9 for different things. And everybody that talks in here, I just want to grab you and hug you. And Santa knows I'm not being creepy. I would like to set up a group of 9. It's just a weekly meeting. I provide the Zoom. We all get together on Zoom and pull names out of a hat and help solve people's problems. But there's not one person in here that I've heard from that I wouldn't want in that group of 9, including Dave, new guy, you know, Papa John, Wayne Wallace, our speaker today. Goodness gracious. That guy, if you can't hit it off with that guy, you're probably a communist. Oh, no, wait, I might be a communist. I can't remember. It's one or the other.
Patrick, wrap it up, please.
That was 60 seconds. See, guys. Please contact me, jobsoldier@aol.com, if you would have an interest in getting together once a week. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank you. Put that in the chat, Patrick.
Yes, sure will.
Did Frederick go?
No. So we have Frederick, Ruth, and then Wayne to give like a teaser for his.
Okay.
Am I on?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Frederick Abramson. I'm 16 miles due north of the White House, a place some of you may have heard of. Some people like to call me Dr. Frederick because I have a PhD in human genetics. And I've worked in AI and big data going back to the 1970s. For what it's worth, I'm also a business technology and copyright attorney. I created Golden Thread technology to lower the injury risks to kids in sports and adult athletes. I'm focused on raising early investment funds. And also I'd like to connect with really over-the-top digital creative people who just let it go. It's easy to find me on Alignable. And again, my name is Frederick Abramson, not without an E and without a K. Thank you.
Okay. Ruth, welcome here. And so we're doing our 60-second commercials. You're muted.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ruth Martinez. I'm in Houston, owner of Bright Star Care in downtown Houston. It's a franchise nationwide, been in business over 2 years and looking to grow and expand and connect in the home health care and home care in general, and sales and marketing. Very interested in learning and networking with anyone in the health space world. Glad to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Wayne, do you want to give us a little bit of tidbit, or you want to save the rest for it?
Yeah, I can give you a little preview. So hi everyone, my name is Wayne Wallace. I'm located in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And I am going to blow your mind today with my little talk. And I'm going to take you from the past to the future, or the future to the past, whichever way looks right on camera. And I also started a new thing. You can see it underneath me here. It's waynewallace.today. I want to do 10,000 conversations. So if we haven't had a one-to-one yet, go to waynewallace.today.
Okay, thank you. Let's go with Angela.
Yes, so I am a financial educator with WealthWave. I help teach people those things that we should have learned when we were 19 years old that they didn't teach us in school. Teach people how to win the money game. And we have a book called How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker. We give that free to people who have a one-to-one with us about WealthWave, and also our services are complimentary. We do not charge to help people set up for their financial future. And we offer a full range of services. And go to angelanelson.life to connect with me. There is a link to my calendar on there. And now, Terry, let's hear from you.
Thank you, Angela. Well, my name is Terry Moore, and I'm a certified transformational coach, a visionary coach, a speaker, and an author. And so I'm all about helping individuals remove those self-limiting beliefs from their past, the things that's been holding them back for possibly decades. And so what I'm looking for this week, I'm looking for warm introductions to like event planners, but I got a question. How many of you attend a church on a Sunday? Raise your hand. Okay. Do you know the women's ministry leader's name? If you do, please have them get in contact with me. My information is in the chat because I will reach out to them and see if they are looking for outside speakers to come in. This is what I'm focusing on more than ever. And so if you have a referral, please, maybe you can even put in the chat, but I'd love to. I travel all throughout the United States and I do virtual speaking engagements all over the world. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Terry. I'm going to share my screen again with you all. All right. So, Wayne, would you like to give us a brief, like 1-2 minutes max, about these pictures and who this is that we are honoring today by telling about them?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. This is great. This is my Uncle Joe, and my dad left when I was 3, so he was kind of like, you know, the dad I didn't have, and he was in the Seabees, and I always admired his tattoo on his arm of the Seabees logo, you know, the bee with the machine gun. It was really cool, and you know, grew up with him and helped him in his like kind of handyman business when I was little. You know, after school, I'd go hang out with him and wallpaper and paint and do all kinds of stuff like that. And then later in life, you can see us there. We kind of look alike. And unfortunately, he died of cancer. They said it was environmental cancer, so it's probably from all the construction that he was doing with asbestos and stuff like that. But he was a great guy.
Well, thank you. And we appreciate his service. So I normally would go straight into our spotlight speaker, which I am going to do here in just a minute, but I'm going to cover some of the things I usually cover at the end because I do have to jump off. But these are our spotlight speakers coming up. Just keep in mind, we are not having a meeting on November 25th for the Easter week of Easter. If you see your picture up here, please be ready for your spotlight presentation. And we're also having a virtual Christmas party on December 16th. No meeting on December 23rd and the 30th. And Terry will be starting the year off for us. And we do have spotlight spaces open. So like I said, if you fill out the form, make sure that you pick as many dates as you can so I can get you on there. Our inspirational thought for today is failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. I've been learning that a lot here lately. And then just want to let y'all know October 28th is National First Responder Day. That's today. And on Halloween is not National Knock Knock Joke Day, but I couldn't find any knock knock jokes for military or veterans. Why is Abraham Lincoln regarded as America's least guilty president? Because he is innocent. Okay, so now we're gonna break over to Wayne. Wayne, do you need to share your screen? And do I have your information correct on here?
Yes, I will need to share my screen. And yeah,
okay.
Except that number. I don't know where that number came from.
Oh, I probably didn't update that. I apologize. That was probably somebody else's number.
Yeah.
Before we do this, can we get a really quick picture? Everybody smile, say cheese. All right. Oop, no. Okay, say cheese again. Sorry, I wasn't ready. Cheese. All right. I have one of these. I don't know. Does anybody here use Snippet?
The window snippet?
Yes.
Yes, I use all the time.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's what I use to get the picture. Okay.
Yes, snip and
Let
sketch.
me make you a co-host, and if you could just finish up by 3:55 so that everybody can be able to leave in time
So
for
how long is that? 10 minutes or?
that's actually 12 to 13 minutes.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
just
All right.
okay. And I made you a co-host, I believe. Oh, and
Yep.
Terry, I'm gonna make you a host.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. And I'm going to share with sound because I may play some video. All right. So let me know if you can see my screen.
Good. We got you, bud.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about documentary style marketing videos. Probably never heard that term before because it's something that I kind of came up with, I think. And of course, we're honoring my Uncle Joe today. So hopefully he's watching over me. So the question I have for you is, are you standing out from the crowd today? And are you unique? And that's what we have to be in business, right? We have to be unique, like Papa John. He's totally unique. So a little bit about me. I'm an award-winning photographer with over 2 decades of experience. I'm a video editor. I have my master's in documentary film editing. Prior to that life, I was a C++ programmer, and I worked in the tech industry with a little company called AutoCAD. And I supported developers that were, customizing AutoCAD. I'm a geek. I love Linux. If you guys know Linux, and open source and artificial intelligence. I love it. I'm also, in addition to all that, I'm a director with Legal Shield and ID Shield. And how I got into Legal Shield and ID Shield is because my studio was burglarized 8 years ago, and they stole all my equipment and my personal identity. So I went out and I got ID Shield to protect myself. And the guy that signed me up said, "Hey, you can make a little side stream of income with this if you want." And I said, "Sign me up." So 8 years later, now I'm a director, which is kind of high up in the ranks. So I love Legal Shield. I love ID Shield, but I'm still a photographer and videographer and video editor. So I'm going to take you back to the good old days before Al Gore created the internet. LOL. Everybody laughed on that. I like that. I used to have a bulletin board before the internet, and it was called the 411 Exchange. And I used to talk about AutoCAD and Lisp and programming, and it was a lot of fun. And back then, I was kind of a prophet. I was telling people that one day you'll be able to download movies from your TV on demand and watch them. And where are we at now with Netflix and Hulu and all the other things? So everybody remember Blade Runner? We had replicants. Okay, this is back in 1982. They were projecting the future. Well, we're here now, right? We got robots running around. We got AI. It's kind of crazy, right? And then they just came out with Blade Runner 2049, which is a more advanced, replicant with AI girlfriends and hologram advertising and all that type of stuff. And we're there, folks. We're there. So now it's a matter of, is it real or is it AI? You don't quite know, and the better AI gets, you definitely won't know. So it's real easy to create AI voices and AI photos and AI videos now. Anyone can do it. You just pay your $20 a month and you give it a prompt and you can create this stuff. So there's a content explosion happening right now. But the bad thing is, it's a sea of sameness. Everyone looks the same because AI kind of does similar looking stuff. Like if you really get to know AI, you can say, "Oh, that's Claude," or "That's ChatGPT," or "That's Midjourney." You can kind of just tell by the way it creates, right? So here's some stats about, the sea of sameness. So as business owners, what choices do we have in the way of content? We can create entertainment, we can create educational, we can create podcasts, we can create selfies. Well, everyone's doing that. So again, we're in a sea of sameness. How do we stand out? How do we be unique? Well, my spin on it is that we need to do documentary style marketing videos. So I did some research and I found out that the first documentary style video was Theodore Roosevelt reviews the French troops in France in 1910. So we're really bringing back the good old stuff, right? And in this modern day and age, they call it actuality or reality TV, right? So reality TV is really kind of like documentary, but it's kind of scripted as well, right? So my solution is let's do documentary style videos. And why do we want to do that? Because we can tell compelling stories. We can be authentic and engaging. We can attract our ideal customers with the type of content that we put out. And of course, we can build trust and transparency with our followers and create loyal followers. So I provide the perfect storm. I've got the photo experience, I've got the documentary editing experience, and you got a great business that's got a great story. So let's look at a little sample. So when I was in my master's program, the professor followed around a photographer for 2 years, creating footage. And he gave us that footage and he had us create little documentary movies. So this is a sample from my course. I'll play it for you. This is Anthony, the photographer, going to Paris to photograph the tower at dawn.
It's one of the most stunning views of any city you'll ever see, and that's what makes Paris so special. Most of the photographs taken by the general populace is full of tourists. One of the benefits of going out at dawn is there's nobody out and you can take these stunning pictures in great light without loads of people in it. In places like this, they're just set up so beautiful. You have such a small window, not just the light. You want the best shots, you gotta do before the bus loads of tourists get here. The color coming in is just crazy now. It's gonna get really good. We gotta go quick. We're at the Trocadero, getting the classic Paris view. This whole area was planned for people to take pictures right from this spot. There's even an X on the ground there, in tape. Shoot from here. You can't come to Paris and not take this shot. I wanted to get a bit higher. Okay, we gotta move. Oh, baby. This is really excellent. Picture perfect. We got all our shots this morning, and just in time. Get here before the tourists and the pocket cameras. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so that was Anthony. And you can see that was just 1 minute and 30 seconds. That could be used on Facebook, it could be used on YouTube. It could be a whole series of his Paris journey, right? And it could be shorter than that, it could be longer than that. But it's a documentary storytelling video. And that cut that I made was from about 2 hours worth of footage. So there's a lot more story there to tell. So then people ask me, well,
that was really cool, dude. That was really well done, dude.
Thank
I
you.
would watch that for 30 minutes, man.
Thank you. So then people ask me, well, what about shorts? Can you use this for shorts? Absolutely. It could be any length you want. So here's a sample short that I created.
I don't find it that hard getting out of bed. If I had 5 hours sleep and my alarm goes off, I'm up. And then the alarm goes off, I'm like, boom! I'm up because I know I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, which I love having my coffee in the morning. I mean, who doesn't? For a coffee drink, it's like that coffee is like, the smell of coffee, you know, it's so sensual. And you know, you get it in you and it's just so practical. And then I'm off. I don't find it bad.
So that's it. A quick little story about coffee. Who can't relate to that, right? I use the same coffee maker that he does. So should I admit, Jessica, I guess? Yeah. Okay. So the beauty of documentary style footage, after you create this library of footage, is that you can dip into it time and time and time again. Most of the social media videos that you see right now are one-time videos. You script it, you make it, you publish it. Now you got to do it again. You got to script it, create it, publish it. Documentary style content you can dip into time and time again and create new stories. That's my 2-minute warning. So what I ask you to do is start recording your footage today. I won't be able to come visit you and follow you around like my professor did. And do I have to admit them? Yeah. Okay. I'm admitting them. So what you need to do